10, 9, 8. Ignition sequence start. Engines armed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All engines running. Launch command.
Hey there everyone, we all know about Mars, the red planet, with its surface being a cold and dry desert and temperatures averaging around a freezing minus 63 degrees Celsius or minus 81.4 degrees Fahrenheit. But still, why do major space leaders talk about colonizing it? Well, in this video, we will discuss the key factors towards why Mars is a suitable candidate for human settlements and how we actually plan to colonize it. So, let's get straight into it. First of all, Mars contains water in the form of ice, which is deposited in some areas under the surface and at the poles of Mars. It can also be found in some equatorial regions and under some craters, along with at the tops of some high altitude volcanoes. This water can be used for drinking, generating oxygen, and generating fuel in the form of hydrogen. Mars also has a thin atmosphere that could provide protection from some radiation and micrometeoroids, but not much. Mars also lies on the outer edge of the Goldilocks zone or habitable zone around the Sun, which means that water could remain liquid on the surface. And it is also abundant in natural resources like water ice, which we have discussed, carbon, and nitrogen. Some extra points include that Mars has a large surface area for expansion and has a similar day-night cycle to Earth with a day of 24 hours and 39 minutes so that plants and humans can use a similar daily routine as they would on Earth. However, living on Mars still has several challenges. For example, Mars doesn't have a large global magnetic field, rather has several small and localized magnetic fields, which means much less protection from solar winds and solar flares. Along with that, Mars is also subject to a lot of radiation, not to mention the freezing cold temperatures. Okay, now imagine you're on Starship and have just landed on Mars with a few other astronaut friends. Your home wouldn't look like a sci-fi movie or something like this, but instead it would more likely be underground, using the Martian rocks and soil as a natural shield from the cold temperatures and radiation. Scientists have also worked on a new type of home which would use the Mars water ice as a natural shield. Now meet Moxie, your new best friend, which will help you breathe during your stay on Mars. Moxie was aboard the Perseverance rover and it performed an experiment where it extracted oxygen from carbon dioxide and was successful in doing so. This means that Moxie can be used as another way to produce oxygen other than water while in a Mars colony. Now let us talk about how farming will take place on Mars. The Martian soil cannot be directly used for farming as it contains certain chemicals called as perchlorates, which are a compound of chlorine and oxygen. Perchlorates are toxic for plants, which means that directly farming using Martian soil is not possible. But instead, farming may be done using nutrient solutions. And scientists are already working on things that we can use to remove the perchlorates from Martian soil. So, farming on the Martian soil directly may be possible sometime in the future. Scientists have also found out that combining the Martian soil or regolith with sulfur, which is a binding material, can be used to create a sort of Martian cement which can be used to construct infrastructure on Mars.